Hello, James Yeager, Tactical Response. Thanks for watching. Well, city under siege. There's some of those that are happening right now. People are trapped behind enemy lines, so to speak. I believe it will get worse as the election approaches. I believe it will rise to a crescendo before, during, and after the election when they don't like the results. We've seen several incidents. Young man that was being attacked with an AR-15 got knocked to the ground and shooting people at odd positions. My students from Fighting Rifle, that might be one of my students from Fighting Rifle, on your back, shooting over your head and stuff like that. People see those pictures on the internet and they go, that's stupid. When would anybody ever do it? And then there you have it. So let's talk about, you're trapped in a city. You tried to get out. I'm telling you now, you should look forward to November 2nd and 3rd, 4th in there and not be around. It's just that simple. So let's talk about a few things. Planning for whatever is life support for you, like whatever it takes to keep you alive. You need to have a primary, alternate, contingency, and emergency. This is called PACE. This is a style of planning, 4-tiered planning. For instance, if it's communication, your primary might be messaging on the computer, and then that internet goes out, and then maybe it's texting on your cell phone. That goes out, and it's whatever you got. Could be a ham radio or whatever the case may be. An emergency, it could be a satellite telephone or whatever. And I'm just making things up as I go here, but primary, alternate, contingency, and emergency. So think about that kind of stuff as you go. Hashtag Rooftop Koreans on Instagram. That's a fun follow. So you have to protect the building. There are pluses and minuses to anything I'm going to say, but the reality is you're not going to have enough manpower to protect it. That's just the way it goes. So if you, let's say you had 2 people and you want to protect a building, you only had 2, you could put one right here and one right here. And then each of them could see 2 sides of the building. I'm going to tell you, even if you had 4 people, they should be here and here, because if you put one at each corner, you have the problem of people shooting the other person if there is a problem. So this way they can shoot this way and this way, uninhibited, and this way uninhibited. Same thing if you had access to the roof. I would recommend those points on the roof. Now, not all buildings are square. You have some oddly shaped building. It's still going to kind of be the same. You're still going to kind of make a square out of it, and just this person would be further out. And I know there are weird shaped buildings that 2 people won't cover. People always try to find a hole in what I'm saying instead of listening to the lesson I'm trying to give you. So with the least amount of manpower, you could do stuff like that. And so think about, because you're not going to have a bunch of manpower. And let's say you had 6 people to protect your property. Well, you go, I'll just put all six around it. For how long? Because I'm going to tell you, I need you to imagine this thing going on for at least 3, but as many as 10 days. Seriously. So you're going to have 6 people around your building for 10 days without sleeping? Probably not. People have to sleep, take breaks, stuff like that. So if you got 2 and it's 10 days, whew, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Tough. You have enough ammo. God damn it. Like, you have enough ammo. Are your mags loaded? Then you got enough ammo. Quit buying fucking ammo. You're not at the Alamo. Like, you're not John Wick. You're not gonna, it's not gonna be. Listen, you got enough ammo. Everybody's worried about ammo. You know what hasn't gone up in price a single bit that you need more of? Medical supplies. Guarantee you don't have enough medical supplies. Go buy medical supplies that you don't even know how to use yet. If you don't have tourniquets, pressure bandages, and wound packing material. By now, you are underwhelmed. TheTacticalMedic.com. TheTacticalMedic.com is a friend of mine, and he'll hook you up. We have ventilator operator kits. We have gunshot wound kits. That dude has got field hospitals. Go to thetacticalmedic.com. Check that guy out. If you need other stuff, communication, stuff like that, check with our other friends. Big Daddy Unlimited. If you need stuff, if you're not a member of Big Daddy by now, you're crazy. Food and water. Like, think about if the utilities get shut down, because that's what terrorists do. That's what terrorists do. They shut down public utilities. And then when your water doesn't work for a few days, whoever turns the water back on is a hero. And so they shut all the utilities down, and then they reopen them as if they're fucking Robin Hood. You know, Robin Hood sounds good, steal from the rich, give to the poor. It sounds good, but poor people should fucking get a job. And so there's that. There's my political part. But communication, like, you got some ham radios. Do you know how to use them yet? Okay, I don't care if you got a license. Do you know how to use them? Can you talk to the people you need to talk to? Can you push the button? And by the way, on the radios, I have to tell Lewis this all the time. You don't actually have to make the sound when you're done talking. You know, hey, this is Lewis, because the radio does it on its own. You don't have to do that. But communication. So whatever that means for you, do you need to up your data? Do you need to buy a second phone? Just for you guys, for your edification, if you still have a wired phone into your house, or wires come into your house and you can plug an old style phone into them, if you can pick that thing up, if it's connected, federal law, it's got to be able to call 911. Same thing with old telephones, old cell phones. Any cell phone that you can turn on that'll get a signal that works, federal law says it has to be able to call 911. So get those old phones out. Stick one of those old phones in your tactical gear in case you have to call 911, when your tac gear is on, or whatever the case may be. So start thinking about communication. Critical. The most critical aspect of any tactical operation is communication. It's the weakest link. It's the first thing that breaks down. If you have questions, I want other topics covered, I can continue this. This can be a series. I don't have all the answers. I have some, and I would be glad to help you out as best I can. James Yeager with Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight, and I mean it, it's coming, never ends.